Hello, Queens. Welcome to this week's edition of Jungle Juice. Looking forward to being home with you all in just a day or so. In the meanwhile, we continue with our theme of human connection. I think by now you have a sense that I'm in love with Stephen Cope's work of genius. And having studied human relationships for over 30 years and being a lifelong student studying this most profound way of being in the world, right? We are relational creatures. You've heard me say that a million times. I'm so excited to have come across Stephen's compilation of threading through all of the elements, really, or synthesizing the elements that we need to be authentically, deeply, sustainably connected to each other, because that's how we're designed. We've talked about a couple of the elements already: containment, resonance, attunement, sameness. And this week, I want to talk about the phenomenon of the noble adversary. When we're kids, when we're starting to assert our will, our unique potential needs grist for the mill. We have to assert our agency, and in order to become our authentic selves, we need to be able to bump up against someone, if not more than someone, to feel ourselves. Now, if this doesn't happen well or at all, we can't feel ourselves. We split off. We become an inauthentic version of ourselves. I think it's probably one of the biggest schizoids or splits that we have. You see a lot of it with the pleaser archetype, right? But essentially, when it does happen well, it means that we have differing opinions. We have a force and intensity, right? The 3-year-old, no. And that child, that us, is met with intensity back, or a very good reflection, if you will, that encourages that, and it doesn't punish, right? So often when you're a kid and you brought your intensity or your anger or your force, it was met with a punishing response or someone taking their love away, right? This is what does the damage. So all that to say, we must have a noble adversary in our lives in order for us to fully find the truth of our ability to be authentic, right? To assert our true self. So more to be said about that later, but for now, the inquiry is, who have been noble adversaries in your life? The people that maybe you didn't even like, the coaches, the teachers, the relationships, friends or acquaintances, people that just rubbed you wrong, but boy, they could meet you, right? Maybe you didn't like them, but you respected them. You grew, you learned something, right? So go through your list. It's so important to know. And what were some of the lessons that you learned or are continuing to learn? And who are you a noble adversary for? Yeah, think about that. Who do you hold that space for? Friends, partners, clients, children, maybe you're a mentor, and so forth. This is a really gorgeous inquiry. I look forward to hearing all about it, and again, just reinforcing that this is so critical to your development that I hope you spend some time mining and looking around to see how you've been able to cultivate that. It might bring to mind some people from your past that you think, oh man, boy, that was a tough lesson, or that was a tough person, or they really pushed me, but boy, it helped me become more of who I am. Yeah. And how you get to give that gift as well. So until next time, I'm sending you all the love. Arrivederci, buona serata, and tanti baci. Namaste.